Yep, here we go. Excellent work, Miss Kate. That was superior. Are you sure it was? I mean, we did okay, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ugh, my heart's in my mouth. My heart was in my mouth the whole entire time. They used to make gargle sounds the whole entire time. Look, let's not do that ever again, shall we? I'm just gonna make sure that I am live over here. And I'm gonna make sure that I sound okay. Okay, cool. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. There, not there, there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees rocking, and you were grinding your teeth, and then you spit out your mom's spaghetti knees. Oh, you're saying your knees, not. I should have said your knees, your mom's spaghetti. Oh, I forgot that. Oh, I could just hit download for the. Yeah, I get that. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. Testimonies? I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I ever get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Anyway, it looks like you're exposed to your Phantom Lady at least. Ding! Miss Jezebel Brett. I feel like that's a reference to something. Jezebel Brett. A student from Great Britain? Yes, she is. She's a student from Great Britain. My phone's all going crazy right now, and I don't need it to, so fuck it. Okay. That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. Hello, Minna. There was a young woman with him, like I've been seeing all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my power of observation are one thing I'm sure of. It's not really you the powers of observation. Is you just being at midnight? You're climbing. You're climbing. I'm not. Oh, no, you change your mind. Okay, we're good. It's not because you have powers of observation. Observation. It's more like you just happen to see a person next to you. That's not. You're sitting at the same table. Anybody can put two together, homie. Yes, I see. That. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Scene, it seems? Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. When then on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table. I noticed there was a gun laying on the floor, and just after I bent down to pick it up, bang! Bang, bang! Bang, 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 bang! I didn't have time to think about where the sounds of the gunshots would come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as she. He's already looking white. He's coughing up blood. And he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. If I was thinking about a detective, he apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside of the dining area. Hmm. Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. Ah, shit. What's up, Grandpa? Professor Maktoba. Well, this seems I was right. Apparently you make an outstanding team. You exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, it seems you're planning this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this shop. God damn it. Our modern country is still in infancy. Infancy. Our justice system even more. Well, we gave it away. You get the fact that you have a dude. The dude who's opposed to me is in a samurai gab. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. Oh, y'all. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study towards being canceled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis in his life, don't worry, it gets much worse. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas. What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you feel that way. Kazuma. Well then. Oh god, why was chopping? Well, it looks like it all comes in. Well then, it all looks like come to you, young man. To me? I must say, I very much want to know the truth. That sounds awkward to me. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he? You don't mind me asking, Professor. Did you know the victim? Oh, fuck, I gotta sneeze. It's gonna come hard, rough. I'm getting the paper towel ready. Yes, I did. And as you probably aware, uh, okay. I forgot to say that line, but oh well. Get away. It's high. It was I who invited him. Would it be here? It was me. Well, I guess when you're speaking and talking to me. Oh, I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, we're about to go, and the victim was a university professor from Great Britain, as well as known as that. Next, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. A gentlewoman whose involvement in our police bureau was. Alright, I just want to make sure that I sounded good. Because I took. God damn it, Midna. Stop doing what you're doing. Get off of my desk. Midna, I'm going to boop you off of my desk, girl. The gentlewoman whose involvement in our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will use every tool at their disposal to quash. Quash? So you say quash? Squat? Would it be squash? Quash. Squash, quash. Your case. But I've no doubt that your pair would that you pair. But I know that you pair will put up a good fight right to the last. Damn right we will. Best of luck. Thank you. Now then, I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma. Kazuma. Defendant Nora, court recess is over. Please make your way back into the courtroom at once. Sir, yes, sir. It is time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow. Ah, yeah, this music. Deal a decisive blow before these old fossils know what's hit him. Kazuma? What? Thank you, really. What for? Well, if you haven't said if you hadn't said you believed in me, then I'm fairly sure I already have been found guilty by now. I'm proud of my dogs being able to figure out how to hold on the door on their own with their noses. Anyway, look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. If I found guilty in this trial, he's really gonna give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. That's a homie moving in a nutshell. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Sorry, the two doggos are acting up now. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I'll say the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those teriyaki meals I like from Yumi's cafeteria on Universal Street. With the extra large portion, of course. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ruin Escape Nohodu. Prosecutor Kishi, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Don't know what that means. Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. I love how they keep the same guy as the first guy you always meet. And thanks to certain young strapling, the prosecution is now on a route of painful scrutiny from the government. Ugh. Sorry. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we formed with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. But you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down on our nation's founders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it is written on. Speaking facts, I see over there. You really have nothing to worry about, RuneScape. What do you mean? A secret trial annexed over some foreign government's opinions? A bungle investigation? Missing witnesses? Is this really where nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up! Shut up! You jumped up rookie boy. You're afraid to know nothing. None of the situations our nation can find itself in. Oh, he cleaned all the sweat off his face. Oh, dude, that left hand is his left? No, it's his right. Oh god, don't give his right hand a handshake. By aligning ourselves with the great world powers, we will become strong. The diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady politic maneuvering is what secure our futures. This guy's like, there's like a hamster wheel just going in there right now. It's just spinning. I won't deny the fact that I'm no expert. I'm just a student. And one who can arguably study harder too. Well said, RuneScape. Despite the wide-eyed look at her. You little brats! Thank you, Counsel. This court is a pinnacle of our nation's justice system. It exists solely for our purposes of truth. Oh boy, not coming down from you, that means a lot. With that in mind, the trial will now resume with the next witness talking to the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Jezebel Brett. I feel like there's a pun in her name. Your Excellency! Oh, he is kissing that ass so fucking hard you can see the lip marks. Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentleman to Japan, and from such a distant land. Tea. Someone bring English tea in England. No discussion takes place without tea. They're not that British. Is that true? No idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Of course. My name is Satori Hazunaga. I've been working on the uncover of the head. Wait, what was that part? Hold on, I wanna. History. I've been working. Head over my true. Yeah, you know. It's part what were your manners? In England, we always ladies first. I'm thinking just in general, it is ladies first. Is that true? No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today, you say something to me. You said that your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of? Oh, yes. I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Miss K, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Why am I getting this flame? Guilty. What's this look he's giving me? I never. Oh my god, this is the disappointed grandpa face look I've ever seen in my life. He's so disappointed. So, dear lady, once again, we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. Is that English? I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what? Oh, he's speaking English too. The lady says her name is Jezebel Brad. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in the Yumi University Medical Facility. Oh my, what a rare treat to have a delicate tones of the delighted language of the British people. You mean English or Latin? Is isn't English like the base form of Latin? Like, is it English come from Latin? I could be wrong. I'm gonna shut up now. I don't know anything about English. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song. Are you sure about that? As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yes, I agree. You obviously do find England, cousin. Her English doesn't rattle you all, doesn't it? Nor you. You clearly become paying attention in your English classes from this game. Bing! The court thanks a beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if it may trouble you, confirm something, Miss Britt. 3 days ago at a restaurant called Le Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? His arm is clipping into her dress. Yeah, see, look, it's clipping. I don't know why I. That was a lot more words than yes. This could take some time. So even though she studied here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due. I did it. She said that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape. That's following just special orders from the borough. Well, now, dear lady, would you be so kind to cast your eyes over this photographic prints? Since you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime. Could it be? Could it be that you're was? God, he's kissing up to her so hard. Resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked predator, perhaps. Apparently, it was very frightened and sorrowfully sight. Do you mean to say yes? It would appear that the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold-blooded. She is a not. She's actually pretty tall. Order! Order in the court! Did you hear that, Gangsley? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Hmm. Well, looks like it's clear now. Clear who's our real enemy is. Hell yeah. Ding! Unfortunately, we'll have to ask you for a formal testify, if you please. Kindly tell the courtroom the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. She's wearing a lot of clothing too, by the way. That must be hot as hell in there. I have arranged to meet. I arranged for me for a slightly late lunch on with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. After a while, the accused came over and greeted the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Hmm. This is condemning testimony indeed. Yes. In this case, you should wait, homie. Wait. No, I didn't have it. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Objection! Quiet, you filthy wrench. Look at you, your black hair, blackguard. Look at this Snow White in this, and look at this Snow White angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded kind like you can imagine what whose words and of course gonna believe. Ugh. You're still making the same mistake. Why you gotta look at me like that? You're still making the same mistakes, RuneScape. You must have blurred out when you get goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying. I agree on that part. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from the lady and two witnesses who testified before and reported it back to the bureau. It was decided Miss Bright was not involved, so I'll let her go. Even though she was sitting at the table, like, that's the issue. Like, she was sitting at the table. The testimonies of the last two witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On that day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there's nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. Are you sure about that? She's kind of like has the most clothing on compared to the other guys. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere now if she wanted to. That's what I'm thinking in this game. Use unless until the precise location where the witness is to have a hidden weapon can be shown. This is a moot. Moot? This is moot. There is there are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own word on the matter. That's ridiculous. If I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove it. Um, you might go to jail for another reason, homie. Don't think about doing anything rash with this game. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Because that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimonies apart. Yeah! The defense may not cross-examine the witness. Oh, yes! Your Excellency! Alright, let's get into the fun part. Cross-examination!